participants to please come and settle down. We're going to be starting now with the Sadguru Vandanam. Let's all sit with our head, neck and spine in a straight line. Hold your hands in the Atmanjali Mudra. We're going to be starting with the Sadguru Vandanam now. KAILASA same kids. KAILASA same kids. Can all the participants please come and settle down? Yes, please come and settle down. Let's all start with the Sadguru Vandanam now. Nithyanandam Paramasukhadam Kevalam Dvandvaतीतं गगनसदृशं तत्त्वमस्याधिलक्ष्यम् एकं नित्यं विमलमचलं सर्वधी साक्षिभूतं भावातीतं त्रिगुणरहितं सद्गुरुं तं नमः. Yes. Nithyanandam to all the participants. We welcome all the participants who are newly joining with us. All the Paramashiva Sena batch. All the Paramashiva Sena batch 12. Parivrajaka Paramashiva Sena participants. All of you who are joining with us here today. We welcome all of you. And yes, KAILASA same kids, I can still see there are many people walking around. Can I request for everyone to please come and settle down? If all of you are able to see and hear me, can you all wave your hands? If you're all able to see and hear me, can you all wave your hands? Okay, yes, Nithyanandam, KAILASA Thiruvannamalai, nice to see all the participants here and assemble. Where are all the Nithyanandam Mahajanana? In Saint Kitts, I request if you can assemble all the participants, ma, and have everyone settle down and seated. நித்யானந்தம் கைலாச திருவண்ணாமலை உங்க எல்லாருக்குமே கேக்குதுங்களா? உங்க எல்லாருக்குமே நான் கேட்கிறேன். கை ப்ளீஸ் வேவ் யுவர் ஹேண்ட்ஸ். எல்லாருமே உங்க கைகளை வேவ் பண்ணுங்க. கைலாச திருவண்ணாமலை. நித்யானந்தம் எஸ். நம்ம இன்னைக்கு நம்ம எல்லாரோடையுமே இந்த பரிவிராஜகா பரமசிவ சேனை ப்ரோக்ராம்க்கு இணைஞ்சிருக்க எல்லா பக்தர்கள் அன்பர்கள் எல்லாரையுமே நாங்க வரவேற்கிறோம். இன்னைக்கு முதல் நாள் நீங்க எல்லாருமே உங்களோட வாழ்க்கையில இந்த பரிவிராஜகத்தை தொடங்குறதுக்காக நீங்க எடுத்து வைக்கிற முதல் ஸ்டெப் இதுதான் பரிவிராஜக பரமசிவ சேனை. திருவண்ணாமலையில இருக்கிற மக்கள் எல்லாருக்குமே உங்க எல்லாருக்குமே கேட்கறதுனா கை வேவ் பண்ணுங்க. கையசைங்க ப்ளீஸ். குமரானந்த் ஐயா நீங்க கன்ஃபார்ம் பண்றீங்களா? ஐயா எல்லாருக்குமே கேக்குதா சாங்? And all those in Kailasa same kids, if you're all able to hear me, please wave your hands. Nithyanandam, Rafael Gonzalez, Nithyanandam, welcome. Glad that you finally made it. Rafael, yeah, glad that you finally made it. And all Atma Jyotika, Nithyanandam, all the participants that are here, we request all of you to settle down. We welcome you all for the Paramashiva Sena program. Welcome to becoming an ambassador of Paramashiva. We request you all to please take your seats and settle down. And we'll be taking a few minutes to fill out the forms. So every day, the whole program is going to be first starting with the Nithyananda Yoga. தினந்தோறுமே உங்க உடல் ரீதியாக உங்களை ப்ரிப்பேர் பண்ணிக்கிறதுக்காக நித்யானந்த யோகாவோட நம்ம நாளை தொடங்க போறோம். முதலாவதாக நீங்க இங்க வந்திருக்கிறது, நீங்க எல்லாருமே இங்க வந்திருக்கிறது, நீங்க பரமசிவனா உங்களுக்குள்ள அந்த வெளிப்பாடு நடக்கிறதுக்காகவும் நீங்க உங்களுக்குள்ள இருக்கிற பரமசிவ தனிமையை நீங்க வெளிப்படுத்துறதுக்காகவும் தான். இன்னைக்கு இந்த ப்ரோக்ராம்ல இருக்கிற எல்லா அன்பர்கள் பக்தர்கள் எல்லாருமே நல்லா கேளுங்க. நீங்க இங்க நீங்களா மட்டும் இருக்க வரல, நீங்க இங்க பரமசிவனா பரமசிவ பரம்பொருளை உங்களுக்குள்ள இருந்து வெளிப்படுத்துறதுக்காக வந்திருக்கீங்க. So all the participants in Saint, you're all here from whichever place that you are, from whichever country, whichever walk of life, all of you are here to manifest your ultimate in every aspect of your life. So you're welcome to the Paramashiva Sena program, and every day we will be beginning with the yoga at 4 a.m. in the morning in Brahma Muhurta time. We will be starting with the yoga. But first, I want all of us to have an introduction on what is yoga. This is not just a mere movement of your body. The whole program is going to prepare you physically, mentally, in every level to manifest the ultimate. We will now be watching a very short video which introduces what Nithyananda Yoga is. And right after that, we get into the details to getting to know about what is going to be happening in the Paramashiva Sena program and what all of us are going to be beginning with.
Yoga has become an $80 billion industry, incorporating everything you could think of from animals to food. And everyone is looking to get their share, be it through expensive apparel or sponsored Instagram posts. This might look fashionable and harmless, but what you don't understand is the detrimental effects it has on your consciousness. When you're practicing authentic yoga, you're working with an independent intelligence, a science to awaken the inner potential energy within you. When you add your own twist to yoga, it changes this internal process and brings a different effect on your physiology, psychology, and neurology. Some people practice yoga to build a strong physique, for the healing of an ailment, or for relieving stress and anxiety. However, throughout the years, the original source of yoga has been lost, and the entire science has been diluted. Many of the traditional yogic asanas and their contexts have completely disappeared from the mainstream practice. In today's world, even though the technology has improved tremendously, one of the biggest problems, if not the biggest problem that humanity is facing, is feeling disconnected from themselves, from one another, and from nature and life around them. People desperately attempt to experience connection through various ways: physical union or sex, dependence to drugs and foods, or through the internet. But unfortunately, none of these paths lead to the true connection that we're seeking. Connection is actually not what is being sought. It is actually union that humanity is seeking in so many wrong directions. Union with the ultimate is the true solution. Yoga is the only way to experience union with the ultimate. It is the path to anti-sex, to go beyond sex and experience union with all the other dimensions of ourselves and the universe. His Divine Holiness, Paramahamsa Nithyananda, is a born yogi. He's a living incarnation of Paramashiva as per Hinduism. He has taken birth to bring back the context and authenticate the lifestyle of Sanatana Hindu Dharma. A large component of this lifestyle is yoga. Through Nithyananda Yoga, he's bringing back the authentic yoga, gifting to humanity the very science that has been lost, allowing individuals to experience the powers, state, and space of the divine, Paramashiva. Nithyananda Yoga is based off of Shashtanga Yoga, not Ashtanga Yoga. Unlike the Ashtanga Yoga developed by Patanjali, Sadashiva's Shashtanga Yoga requires the presence and initiation of the Guru. Only then the Shashtanga Yoga starts. For the past several hundred years, the world has had to make do with lower levels of yogic practices. It is for this reason that despite millions of people practicing yogic techniques for years, we have yet to come across the beings who effortlessly radiate the exalted yogic state and powers of Paramashiva. After all, Paramashiva's Shashtanga Yoga requires the presence of a living avatar to initiate disciples into his lofty state and space. Hence, it wasn't until His Divine Holiness Paramahamsa Nithyananda revealed Nithyananda Yoga that the original form of yoga was revived. It is not about building or achieving a yogic state after years of practice. Instead, it begins from the state of Paramashiva, based on initiation from the avatar, to manifest the state, space, and powers of Paramashiva. Accordingly, His Divine Holiness Paramahamsa Nithyananda infuses so much of Paramashiva's energy in us through processes, techniques, and initiations that extraordinary possibilities naturally express through us. When His Divine Holiness transmits the highest conscious experience to us, we enjoy the experience and expression of Paramashiva, called Shaktis, as a lifestyle.
The energy of the divine gushes through the master into your system through as a powerful cognition. Understand? Cessation of the mind. Chitta vritti nirodha can never happen from there to here. It can happen only from here to there.
This authentic yoga has a backbone of 4 levels of yoga with 12 inbuilt components. The Pratama Vinyasa Krama, the Dvitiya Vinyasa Krama, Tritiya Vinyasa Krama, and Chaturtha Vinyasa Krama are the 4 main sequences of Nithyananda Yoga. But Nithyananda Yoga doesn't stop there. His Divine Holiness is also revealing various other ancient dimensions of yoga that exist on the pole, rope, ground, water, air, and more. The revival of these authentic forms of yoga allows you to experience the anti-sex with Paramashiva, which is described in the sacred scriptures of Shashtanga Yoga. It literally guides one to a super conscious breakthrough. Then, only the true experience of yoga happens through the manifestation of the powers of Paramashiva. This is how authentic yoga is identified.
Understand, yoga is nothing but union with cosmos. It is so unfortunate. The word union is very poorly mapped and understood just for physical sex. Please understand. Sex is poor man's version of union. When you don't know anything, you just do that. That's it. Union is rich man's version of sex. It is much beyond body. Biggest problem in the modern day is amputated yoga. Understand, this is the word I use. Amputated yoga. The angas of yoga is cut and packaged. Amputated yoga is the most danger to the modern day. We need to give the original yoga as it is complete to the world. Yoga is the science which makes the divine to connect with you. Listen, not you to divine. No. I'll tell you, if you think man to divine, you will be man forever. In spirituality, where you start, you will remain there forever. So start in right place. Never man to divine. It is always divine to man. Precisely in my Atma Pramana, I'll tell you yoga. What is yoga? Strong cognitions exploding into your system and changing your whole brain's alchemy, putting you in the space beyond any description, and release such intense ecstasy into your system is yoga from my experience. The postures, stretching your body, everything is to align your system to retain that alchemy experience. What I am teaching as Nithyananda Yoga is not one more brand yoga, it is the yoga.
Nithyananda Yoga is the revival of the authentic yoga as per the scriptures, where the 12 components of each asana are going to be experienced. You're going to have the Parama Yoga revealed by Paramashiva, ultimate Shiva, ultimate truth. Understand, the ultimate secrets of union with the cosmos is yoga. By practicing Nithyananda Yoga with these components, strong roots are built within the body and ecstatic bliss is experienced. This yoga delivers the direct experience of samadhi, experience of oneness with the ultimate, to manifest the state, space, and powers of Paramashiva. Each of the 12 components of yoga work on the unmanifest layer, the avyakta, antimatter, anti-sound, anti-sex. Anything done in the level of usha, the expression, matter, due to matter's quality of going up and down, does not stay permanently. Anything done in the level of chaya, the existence, antimatter, as it does not go down, stays permanently. Anti-sex with Paramashiva is Nithyananda Yoga. Anti-sex is intense completion for what you know normally as sex. During the process, the anti-sex body goes through passive sexual relationship with the avyakta, unmanifested component of Paramashiva. In order to achieve this intense completion, His Divine Holiness Paramahamsa Nithyananda has revealed that the physical practice of yoga goes much beyond a single asana or posture. Rather, with every movement or placement of the body, there are a total of 12 dimensions in action. During the process of Nithyananda Yoga, the yogi intensely withdraws from the body, allowing them to manifest powers. By the end of the entire sequence, the yogi will be able to immediately manifest at least 21 powers without a single doubt. The power of this whole process is doing it in the breathing space of the Master, Paramashiva himself, His Divine Holiness, Paramahamsa Nithyananda. If the atmosphere is inhaled through the nose, it is prana. If inhaled through every pore of the skin, it is samana. The whole breathing space of Paramashiva is samana. Thus, Nithyananda Yoga can only be practiced in the consecrated place of the Master to imbibe the samana, to take you deeper into the oneness experience. During Nithyananda Yoga, when the body goes through anti-sex with Paramashiva, power manifestation becomes permanent and complete. Nithyananda Yoga gives the direct experience of the state of samadhi, oneness with the ultimate, Paramashivoham. The first component of Nithyananda Yoga is asanas. Asana happens when the body is bending, stretching, and aligning itself to the cosmic geometry. The context of asana is not restricting itself to some physical posture. It's not a place that the body is in, but a space. Nididhyasana, for instance, is when we are radiating excitement, joy, and bliss for life regardless of the physical positioning of the limbs. His Divine Holiness Paramahamsa Nithyananda describes asana as steady and comfortable body postures to tune oneself with the cosmos. The most important understanding of asanas is it is not a practice at all. It is a happening, a manifestation, which happens through asanas. We do not practice sitting with God, we embody God, Paramashiva. It is from this space of Paramashivoham, when we are intent on the vow of living like God, that we are performing an authentic asana. Through intensely flowing through Nithyananda Yoga, the body simply falls in tune with the cosmos. Nithyananda Shiva Stambha Yoga and Nithyananda Kundalini Raju Yoga is a tremendous possibility for the being to connect to the divine through the living avatar of Paramashiva, His Divine Holiness Paramahamsa Nithyananda. When the yogi approaches the pole and the rope, they do so with great reverence and intention of physically experiencing oneness with Paramashiva. Seeing the pole as a deity energized through prana pratishta, the disciple can experience the highest state of consciousness and the awakening of the kundalini without even performing a single movement. When we incorporate asanas and begin to align our bodies to the cosmic geometry, we can experience the ultimate strength and power flowing through us. The traditional asanas on the Kundalini Raju, the rope, are designed to elongate the spine, tune the spine to the cosmic geometry, and ignite the Kundalini Shakti. Through intense flips and twists, the internal organs get detoxified and the body becomes one of a true yogi. And while performing yoga asanas on the rope, many nadi points and marma points, vital points in the body where life force energy is concentrated, get activated and awakened in our physiology. When we are performing the Shiva Stambha Yoga on the wooden pole, we are moving with a powerful intention to be, grounding and establishing ourselves in the state and space of Paramashiva, all-powerfulness. The breakthrough happens when we perform these various asanas and mounts with this new context. It awakens the Kundalini Shakti within us, stimulating various nadi and marma points and unlocks countless blockages within our body. Through this yogic science, we experience the completion of limiting cognitions and gain powerful clicks that lead us to conscious breakthroughs, manifesting through us as the Shaktis of Paramashiva. Another component of Nithyananda Yoga is pranayama. The air you breathe is just a vehicle in which the prana, life energy, comes in and goes out of your body. This life energy is universal. Pranayama is where yoga reveals itself as much more than a mere physical practice. No other discipline has understood and presented the means to regulate and expand one's own life energy like yoga. The practice of pranayama leads to the purification of the energy bodies and its channels, called nadis, and to the ultimate experience of manifesting the powers of Paramashiva. Through proper asanas, physical well-being is achieved, the nervous system is strengthened, and vital organs are regulated and brought into a state of health. Thus, the body becomes ready for pranayama. It is with pranayama that the real technique of yoga begins. His Divine Holiness Paramahamsa Nithyananda says, "You will awaken the non-mechanical parts or subtle areas of the brain, a source of infinite creativity, which usually remains dormant in most human beings, will be accessible to you." Another dimension of Nithyananda Yoga, Bandha. Bandha is internal awakening of the Kundalini Shakti. It is the active maintenance of a state of contraction or pressure in the body by the yogi. They pump energy into dormant or stagnant areas of the body. Here, bandhas are the bridge between the disconnected areas of the energy circuit in our body. These bandhas generate a certain flow along the spinal column, where there are energy points called chakras, which are storehouses and distribution houses for prana shakti. Performing bandhas help to push the Kundalini energy upward through the chakras. Thereby, diseases can be cured and the function of their associated physical, psychological, and neurological systems can be optimized. Another component of Nithyananda Yoga is mudras. There is a constant inflow of prana happening in our bodies through the nadis and the chakras, but much of it usually gets dissipated into the external world. This dissipation into the external world is responsible for the feeling of tiredness, confusion, and powerlessness that we experience. Mudra refers to the positioning of the limbs, fingers, or even tongue in a certain way to seal this prana into our body, a way of aligning to the cosmic geometry. Mudras are a way to stimulate the flow of prana shakti, life force energy and cosmic currency inside us. Mudras are psychophysical processes which take us to a higher state of consciousness. By positioning the body in certain ways to block the dissipation of prana and direct it inwards. The Shastras reveal the layers of benefits of mudras, from health and longevity to the ultimate experience of transcending our limiting cognitions we carry as human beings and living and radiating the state, space, and shaktis of Paramashiva himself. It is mentioned repeatedly in the scriptures that initiation by the Guru holds the master key that can transform us from human beings into superhuman beings. Abharana is another dimension of Nithyananda Yoga. Each metal and jewel holds a certain energy and provides a specific benefit to the body when worn. Rudraksha jewelry is the traditional abharana worn by and while performing the Nithyananda Yoga sequences. As the manifestation of the teardrop from Paramashiva's third eye, the Rudraksha energy bead is able to hold and radiate energy unlike any other stone. The Sundaravaram are the traditional Rudraksha earrings, which provide balance to the body as well as increasing the space of listening in the yogi, allowing them to tune their body to the cosmic geometry during their practice. Wearing the Rudraksha necklace on the Vishuddhi chakra as the Kantamala given by the Guru radiates the energy of the mantra initiated by the Guru, acting as a mechanized japa for the yogi. Performing the Nithyananda Yoga sequence while wearing the Kantamala and the Sundaravaram takes the ritual of yoga to the next level, infusing the yogi with the master's energy and oneness space at all times. Another component of Nithyananda Yoga is visualization. In the science of yoga, context and intention are everything. Why you bend your body matters. For whatever intention you move the body, that experience will be delivered to you. That is why in Nithyananda Yoga, we maintain the space of yoga as a ritual, as a direct connection between and us. With every asana, it is important to maintain a strong visualization of that asana. When we keep a clear visualization of each form we are embodying, the body can settle into the depth experience of each and every posture. One of the most important components of Nithyananda Yoga is chanting. Mantra is a Sanskrit word that describes a sacred utterance, a sound, a syllable, or a group of words. A mantra has spiritual power with or without syntactic or literal meaning. A disciple needs to be initiated into a mantra by his guru, using the right procedures, mantra diksha, for the mantra to have its maximum potency for that individual. It is given by the guru and received with gratitude and respect by the disciple. Clear instructions are given in order to experience the truth of the mantra. Mahasadashiva is light, consciousness, while Adishakti is sound, creation. By mantras, a yogi can unclutch from external things and be absorbed in the sounds of the mantra. The goal is to focus more and more on the subtle sound. By abandoning the thoughts, a yogi learns to listen to the nada. Nada is a sound which is based on the premise that the entire cosmos consists of sound vibration. The practice of listening to nada leads to oneness with the ultimate. When the body bends in a sequence of asanas, the aura opens up. Therefore, only the highest vibrational sounds should be entering that space. That is why in the Nithyananda Yoga sequences, the Sanskrit pramanas, scriptural references from source texts, are continuously chanted out loud throughout the Nithyananda Yoga sequences. Another component of Nithyananda Yoga is japa. Japa is the internal chanting of a mantra, with the visualization of it rotating around the throat in a circular way, allowing the yogi to feel the mild vibration of that mantra. When chanting, wear an energized Rudraksha bead exactly on the Vishuddhi chakra, in the hollow of the throat. This is the place where the air is getting converted into sound. If you wear energized Rudraksha there, constantly every word coming out will have the coat of that mantra. You will see this Rudraksha in the mild vibration meeting, and the Kundalini in you will be awakened. A japa is one of the most powerful processes and techniques. It releases a certain kind of energy from your body and nectar from the throat. Bija mantras, seed mantras, refers to the single syllables mantras use to invoke certain deities. Bija mantras correlate to the specific chakras as we engage them, amplifying their power. Another component of Nithyananda Yoga is mandalas. Mandala is a representation of the cosmos. The human body is the embodiment to the cosmos itself. Mandalas, representing the cosmos, and yantras, representing a particular deity, correspond to the internal structure of retinal and geniculate cells. Their construction is based on the tantric seer's intuitive knowledge of the mind's nature, its relationship with subtle channels of energy, nadis, in the body, and the human need for a symbolic life. The symbolism of yantra represents a universal pattern and the mantra, the cosmic sound. The combination of the two helps the sadhak, yogi performing the yoga, to transcend the normal frame of reference and achieve a higher state of awareness, in which the individual being and the universal being are one. Another component of Nithyananda Yoga is Aushadha. Aushadha is an esoteric science from the Siddha tradition which is used to achieve the state, space, and powers of Mahasadashiva and gain access to the 25 states of consciousness. Like how a perfect mirror reflects the sun perfectly, so does a perfect body reflect consciousness. The science of Aushadha, sacred herbs prepared as per Agama, is a way to make the body like a pure mirror. Aushadha is a key component of authentic yoga to fully engage all the senses and stimulate the body through all chemical processes. Yet another unique component of Nithyananda Yoga is Kalana. The Natya Shastra describes the combined movement of the hands and feet as a karana in sacred dance. It involves the synchronized movements of the feet, hips, hands, and even the fingers. The 108 karanas can be seen frozen in various temple sculptures and were used in the sacred dance. For the very first time, His Divine Holiness, Paramahamsa Nithyananda, reveals the effect of karanas on the body and the mind and the breathing patterns that they are triggering. Performing the karanas puts you into a state of high awareness of your body, engaging multiple body parts at the same time. His Divine Holiness Paramahamsa Nithyananda delivers a major conscious breakthrough to the field of yoga through incorporating these dance movements. Another component of Nithyananda Yoga is weightlifting. Long before the rise of modern-day bodybuilding methods, weights were applied to the body as a method to raise kundalini, expand one's consciousness, and connect to the divine, Paramashiva. This is why His Divine Holiness Paramahamsa Nithyananda says weightlifting is a spiritual quality. He has done intense self-research and has had a number of Akashic revelations from the cosmic archives, and has shared how this science was lived by the Nata Sampradaya yogis, who used weights in combination with their yoga practices. From heavy stones to wooden logs, weightlifting is not something new to the Vedic tradition. Adding weights with yoga, it will completely heal the whole body in various dimensions. Human beings live their lives in a fragmented way. That is why so many obstacles are faced throughout their life. As they imbibe the Nithyananda Yoga in their lives, they reintegrate the various fragments of their being and reestablish themselves into a complete being. That is because Nithyananda Yoga awakens the various strands of DNA in your body. The human body contains 12 strands of DNA, which allows us to access 12 dimensions of conscious awareness. The 12th dimension being the Paramashiva, the ultimate Shiva, which can't be described. When you experience the 12th dimension, you are an incarnation. As these strands of DNA are awakened, you will gain more depth in life and more length of life. With the interdimensional 12-strand DNA activation, which mainly happens through initiation, you have access to 10 times the information available from your DNA. This means that you can just directly download anything from the cosmic archives.
Proper practice of yoga as per Sadashiva's instruction means imbibing his DNA into you, literally having cosmic union with him.
Through Nithyananda Yoga, you'll experience the ultimate union with the divine, Paramashiva. Paramashivoham is a boon to humanity from His Divine Holiness as an opportunity to imbibe Parama Yoga and experience the ultimate in each dimension of your life.
You are going to have the Parama Yoga revealed by Paramashiva, ultimate Shiva. It is going to be the expression of the ultimate yoga. Understand, the ultimate secrets of union with the cosmos is yoga. All the ultimate truths will be revealed to you in this Paramashivoham, gifted to you in this Paramashivoham. Om Nithyananda Paramashivoham.
Kailasa Saint Kids. Are you all able to hear me? Please, can you all wave your hands? Saint Kids. Everyone in Saint Kids. If you can hear me, please wave your hands. That's wonderful. Can I request all of you to please settle down? Okay. Can I request all of you to please take your seats? திருவண்ணாமலை, கைலாச திருவண்ணாமலை. உங்க எல்லாருக்குமே கேக்குறத, உங்க எல்லாராலையுமே என்ன பார்க்க முடியறது, அப்புறம் நான் பேசுறது கேக்குறதுனாக்க உங்க கையை அசைங்க. ஓகே, நல்லது. நித்யானந்தம், கைலாச திருவண்ணாமலை. அக்ஷயமா, நித்யானந்தம். உங்களுக்கு ஒரு ஸ்பெஷல் நித்யானந்தம். ஓகே, நித்யானந்தம். முதலாக நம்மளோட இணைந்திருக்கிற எல்லா பக்தர்கள், நண்பர்கள், அப்புறம் பல பேர் இங்க முதல் முறையா, எத்தனை பேர் இங்க முதல் முறையா வந்திருக்கீங்க? கை தூக்குங்க. கைலாச திருவண்ணாமலையில எத்தனை பேர் முதல் முறையா வந்திருக்கீங்க? வாவ். உங்க எல்லாருக்குமே உங்க வாழ்க்கையில ஒரு ஒரு மறக்க முடியாத ஒரு திருப்பு முனை அப்படின்னு சொல்லலாம். அதுக்கு உங்க எல்லாருக்குமே ஒரு ஸ்பெஷல் வரவேற்பு. ஏன்னா நீங்க இன்னைக்கு எல்லாருமே இந்த பரிவ்ராஜக பரமசிவ சேனா அப்படின்ற ஒரு முகாமுக்கு நீங்க எல்லாருமே வந்திருக்கீங்க. இந்த அடுத்த ஒரு மாசம் உங்க வாழ்க்கையிலேயே உங்களை பத்தி உங்களுக்கு நடக்காத ஒரு அறிமுகம், உங்களை பத்தி நிஜமானமே நீங்க யார் அப்படின்ற ஒரு அறிமுகம் தான் உங்களுக்கு நடக்க போறது. To all the participants that are here, everybody that are here for the Paramashiva Sena program in Saint Kitts, we welcome you all for a chapter in your life that is going to change the very course of how you write the story of your life from here on. The whole Parivrajaka Paramashiva Sena, this program is going to be on introducing you to you, the real you to you. In Saint Kitts, can I please request every one of you to be seated? Please, can all of us be seated in the hall? Manitya Parashakti, all the participants, please take your seats. Yes, requesting all of you to please settle down. Okay. Till now, you might have attended any programs, you might have attended different places, different things, where you might have been introduced all the different tags and ideas about you. Your nationality, your race, your gender, your caste, your beliefs, your opinions, your careers, your achievements, what not. But here, beyond all those facade that we put up with life, you are going to be introduced you, the real you who is here with us. This program is not to convince you. It's not a self-development, self-help course. This is going to be breaking the myths that you carry about you, introducing you to the real you within you, which is Paramashiva, ultimate. Call it God, call it consciousness, call it in whichever words that you want to. But this program is going to be introducing this ultimate within you. So we welcome all of you, all the participants, every one of you that are here for experiencing this ultimate. This program will be happening from the 1st of November, 4 a.m. Eastern Standard Time, to the 1st of December, 8 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. Every session of this program is designed with this sole purpose: to make you manifest your ultimate, to make you wake up to your ultimate, to make you manifest your ultimate in every dimension of your life. In the next 1 month, you are not here as a human being. I mean, you may be here thinking you are a human being, but let me tell it to you very clearly. You are not a human being having a spiritual experience. You are a spiritual being having the human experience. And you are here just to wake up to your true self. இது வரைக்கும் உங்க வாழ்க்கையில உங்களுக்கு பல அறிமுகம் நடந்திருக்கும். நீங்க உங்களோட வேலை இது, நீங்க ஆண் பெண், நீங்க இதான் உங்களோட பாஷை, இதான் உங்களோட ஐடென்டிட்டி, இதான் உங்களோட சூழ்நிலை, இதான் உங்களோட குடும்பம், இதுதான் உங்களோட கரியர்னு பல விதமான அறிமுகங்கள் நடந்திருக்கும். இங்க நீங்க பல ஊர்கள்ல இருந்து பல விதமான வாழ்க்கை, ஒருத்தருமே பலவிதமான நோக்கத்தோட, வெவ்வேறு நோக்கத்தோட இங்க வந்திருக்கீங்க. ஆனா உங்க எல்லாருக்குமே முதலாக அடிப்படையாக நீங்க எல்லாருமே இங்க உங்களுக்குள்ள இருக்கிற பரமசிவ பரம்பொருளை நீங்க வெளிப்படுத்துறதுக்காக வந்திருக்கீங்க. பரமசிவன்னு சொல்லுங்க, கடவுள்னு சொல்லுங்க, இல்ல கான்சியஸ்னஸ் சொல்லுங்க, ஞானம்னு சொல்லுங்க. நீங்க என்ன வார்த்தை வேணா யூஸ் பண்ணுங்க. ஆனா உங்களுக்கான நீங்க யார் அப்படின்ற அந்த அறிமுகத்தை தான் நீங்க எல்லாருமே பெற போறீங்க இங்க. நீங்க உங்களுக்குள்ள இருக்கிற நிஜமான அந்த அனுபூதி என்ன? நீங்க உங்களோட வேலை, உங்களோட குடும்பம், உங்களோட கமிட்மெண்ட்ஸ், உங்க ஐடென்டிட்டி, உங்க படிப்பு அது எல்லாத்தையுமே தாண்டி உங்களுக்குள்ள இருக்கிற பரமசிவ பரம்பொருளை வெளிப்படுத்துறதுக்கு தான் நீங்க வந்திருக்கீங்க. இங்க எத்தனை பேர் ஆல்ரெடி சுவாமிஜியோட ப்ரோக்ராம்ஸ் அட்டென்ட் பண்ணிருக்கீங்க? இது 2வது வாட்டின்னு கை தூக்குங்க. இல்ல 2வது வாட்டியோ 3வது வாட்டியோ நீங்க ரொம்ப நிறைய ப்ரோக்ராம்ஸ் அட்டென்ட் பண்ணிருக்கீங்க, இல்ல கொஞ்சம் ப்ரோக்ராம்ஸ் அட்டென்ட் பண்ணிருக்கீங்க? வாவ், ஓகே ஓகே, தட்ஸ் இன்ட்ரெஸ்டிங். ஓகே, இப்போ நீங்க எல்லாருமே பரமசிவ பரம்பொருளை உங்க வாழ்க்கையில உங்களுக்குள்ள நீங்க எப்படி வெளிப்படுத்துறது? தினந்தோறும் இன்னைக்கு நவம்பர் 1ஆம் தேதி காத்தால 4 மணி ஈஸ்டர்ன் ஸ்டாண்டர்ட் டைம், டிசம்பர் 1ஆம் தேதி சாயந்தரம் 8 மணி வரைக்கும் இந்த ப்ரோக்ராம், இந்த ஒரு மாசம் நீங்க உங்க வாழ்க்கையில ஒரு புது பக்கத்தை நீங்க எழுத போறீங்க. நீங்க கான்சியஸா டிசைன் பண்ண போறீங்க. இது வரைக்கும் உங்க வாழ்க்கையில நீங்க உங்களை பத்தி வச்சிருக்கிற எல்லா அறிமுகத்தையும் தாண்டினது. நீங்க யார்? நீங்க உங்களுக்குள்ள அந்த பரமசிவ பரம்பொருள், அந்த பரமசிவ தன்மையை நீங்க எப்படி வெளிப்படுத்த போறீங்க? இததான் நம்ம எல்லாருமே, நீங்க உங்க எல்லாருக்குமே ஒரு அனுபவபூர்வமாக நம்ம கிஃப்ட் பண்ண போறோம். அண்ட் அதுக்காக முதலாவதாக first for this we would like to welcome all of you. Not just welcoming you in the sense of thanking you for being here. Each one of you here are a possibility waiting to manifest, realize the Paramashiva in you. We would like to welcome you all for the next 1 month. Don't expect you to be treated based on your tags, your identities. You're a CEO, you're this, you're that. No. For the next 1 month, whether you want it or not, you're going to be treated as God, as Paramashiva. So allow us to welcome that ultimate in you. We have a traditional way of welcoming in Hinduism with a Purna Kumbha, where for all enlightened beings, whenever we have to welcome God, we welcome them with Purna Kumbha. Purna Kumbha is a traditional kalasha. It's a traditional way where we extend the Purna Kumbha to welcome any God, any enlightened being. And all of you are here for us as God. We are going to be welcoming that divine, that ultimate that has come in your form to manifest, to realize its own nature. So all the sannyasis in Saint Kitts and Nevis will now be coming forward. We will be holding the Purna Kumbha and we will be chanting the traditional chant called Nakarmanana. This chant welcomes and celebrates that enlightenment, Paramashiva, that is manifesting in you. This is a traditional welcome chant that is used to welcome all enlightened beings and gods. And we are going to be chanting that. And after chanting that, the Purna Kumbha will be brought for all of you. You all can touch the Purna Kumbha and accept the welcoming. You're all with me so far in St. Kitts? Can you give me a wave of hands if you're with me so far? I know hearing this new introduction, it's a lot of things processing, but just stay with us and go with the flow because you're going to be discovering something that you might have never heard about you before. இப்போ திருவண்ணாமலையில இருக்கிறவங்க எல்லாருக்குமே கூட நம்ம ஞானிகளையோ அவதார புருஷர்களையோ இல்ல ஞான சத்குருநாதரை வரவேற்கும் பொழுதோ, கடவுளை வரவேற்கும் பொழுதோ, சனாதன இந்து தர்மத்துல பூர்ண கும்பத்தோட வரவேற்போம். பூர்ண கும்பம் அப்படிங்கிறது அந்த கலசம், தேங்காய், மாவிலை இதெல்லாம் வச்சு கலசத்துல வெல்கம் பண்ணி எல்லாரையுமே நம்ம வரவேற்போம். முக்கியமா ஞானிகளையோ அவதார புருஷர்களையோ. நான் சொன்னது போல இந்த அடுத்த ஒரு மாசம் நீங்க இல்ல, நான் ஒரு மேனேஜர், நான் ஒரு முதலாளி, தொழிலாளி, நீங்க யாரா வேணா இருக்கலாம். உங்களுக்கு வேணுமோ வேண்டாமோ, நீங்க அக்செப்ட் பண்றீங்களோ இல்லையோ, நீங்க நம்புறீங்களோ இல்லையோ, அடுத்த ஒரு மாசம் நீங்க இங்க கடவுளாதான் ட்ரீட் பண்ணப்படுவீங்க. அதாவது பரமசிவ பரம்பொருளை உங்களுக்குள்ள நீங்க வெளிப்படுத்துறதுக்கான அந்த தன்மை இங்க கொண்டாடப்படும். அதனால முதலாவதாக உங்க எல்லாரையுமே பூர்ண கும்பம் கொடுத்து நாங்க வரவேற்க போறோம். இந்த பூர்ண கும்பத்தை நாங்க உங்க எல்லாருக்குமே எடுத்துட்டு வரோம். நீங்க அந்த பூர்ண கும்பத்தை தொட்டு நீங்க அந்த வரவேற்பை ஏத்துக்கலாம். இதுதான் பாரம்பரியமா நம்ம என்னைக்கு எப்போல்லாம் நம்ம கடவுளை வரவேற்கணுமோ, கடவுளுக்காக மட்டுமே கொடுக்கப்படக்கூடிய ஒரு ஒரு முக்கியமான ஒரு விஷயம் இது பூர்ண கும்பம் அப்படின்னு சொல்லி கடவுளோ இல்ல ஞானிகள் அவதார புருஷர்களுக்காக கொடுக்கப்படுது. சோ உங்க எல்லாரையுமே நாங்க பூர்ண கும்பத்தோட வரவேற்க போறோம். I request all the sannyasis to please step forward and you all can hold the purna kumbha in your hands. In Saint Kitts. Yes, I think in Tiruvannamalai also I request the sannyasis to step forward. And இப்போ நம்ம yes, all the sannyasis in Saint Kitts, the kalasha that they are holding is called the Purna Kumbha. And now I request all of you to please sit straight and decide to be here in your best, in your ultimate, not just your best. Decide to be here to manifest your ultimate. திருவண்ணாமலையில இருக்கிற எல்லாருமே நல்லா கவனிங்க ஐயா. இது வரைக்கும் உங்கள பத்தி நீங்க வச்சிருக்கிற ஐடியாக்கள், நீங்க வச்சிருக்கிற கருத்துக்கள், இது வந்து வெவ்வேறு விதமான ஆஸ்பெக்ட்ஸ நீங்க வச்சிருப்பீங்க. இப்போ உங்க எல்லாருக்குமே உங்களுக்குள்ள நீங்க வெளிப்படுத்தக்கூடிய இந்த பரமசிவ தன்மைய கொண்டாடப்படுறதுக்கான அந்த ஒரு முக்கியமான அறிமுகம் தான் இது. பலமுறை நம்ம கேட்போம். நான் எப்படி கடவுளா இருக்க முடியும்? என்னால எப்படி கடவுள வெளிப்படுத்த முடியும்? எனக்கு ஃபர்ஸ்ட் நீங்க ஒரு ப்ரூஃப் குடுங்க. நான் கடவுள்னு. அப்புறம் நான் நம்புறேன். பரமேஸ்வரன் சொன்னாரு, "அப்பா, நீ ஃபர்ஸ்ட் உன்னால என்ன மேனிஃபெஸ்ட் பண்ண முடியும். நீ ப்ரூஃப் பண்ணு. அப்புறம் நான் உனக்குள்ள இருந்து வெளிப்படுத்துறேன்." அப்படின்னு வந்து அ ஒரு நான் ஒரு சின்ன உதாரணம் குடுக்கணும்னா, டிப்பிக்கலா ஒரு மாமியாரும் ஒரு வீட்ல மாமியாருக்கும், மருமகளுக்கும் மாமியாருக்கும் சாரி அம்மாவுக்கும், மனைவிக்கும் நடுவுல இருக்கிற ஒரு கணவரோட நிலை தான். எப்படி வந்து ஜீவாத்மன் சொல்லும் ஒரு பக்கம். நான் கடவுள்ன்னு நான் நம்புறேன். ஃபர்ஸ்ட் பரமேஸ்வரன் எனக்குள்ள இருந்து வெளிப்படுத்த சொல்லு. ஏன்னா எனக்குள்ள வந்து ப்ரூவ் பண்ண சொல்லு. நானும் பரமேஸ்வரனா மேனிஃபெஸ்ட் பண்ண முடியும்னு. இன்னொரு பக்கம் பரமேஸ்வரன் சொல்றாரு, "அப்பா, உன்னால நிஜமாலுமே என்ன பட முடியும். நீ வெளிப்படுத்த முடியும். நீ வந்து தயாரா இருக்கன்னு நீ எனக்கு நிரூபிச்சு காமி" அப்படின்னு பரமேஸ்வரன் சொல்றாரு. இது 2த்துக்கும் நடுவுல குரு, ஞான சத்குருநாதர் தன்னோட வாழ்க்கையில தான் அடைஞ்ச அந்த அனுபூதிய அத வந்து சாட்சியா வச்சு குருநாதர் சொல்றாரு, இந்த மாதிரி பரமேஸ்வரன்ட்ட போய் குரு சொல்றாரு, "அப்பா நானே நீ, நீனே நான் அப்படின்ற அனுபூதி, ஞான அனுபவத்த நீ எனக்குள்ள மலர வச்சிருக்க. அத நான் சாட்சியா வச்சு, நான் அத பொறுப்பெடுத்து என்னோட அனுபூதி ஆதாரமா வச்சு, நான் என்னோட எல்லா அன்பர்களுக்கும், என்னோட பக்தர்களுக்கு நான் இத தீட்சையா குடுக்க போறேன்." அப்படின்னு வந்து தன்னோட ஞான அனுபூதிய வச்சு குரு இன்டர்ஃபியர் பண்ணி அவரு தீட்சை குடுக்குறாரு. இந்த அனுபூதி தான் நீங்க உங்க எல்லாருக்குமே அடுத்த 1 மாசம் நடக்க போகுது. இதுவரைக்கும் நீங்க வந்து கடவுள் பக்கமே வராம கூட இருந்திருக்கலாம். கவலைப்படாதீங்க. நீங்க உங்களோட வாழ்க்கைய நீங்க வந்து ஒரு விதமான தேடுதலோட வாழ்ந்திருக்கலாம். இல்ல உங்களுக்கு இத பத்தின ஐடியாவே இல்லாம கூட வாழ்ந்திருக்கலாம். ஆனா இது 2மே இதுவரைக்கும் நீங்க எப்படி இருந்தீங்க? இதுவரைக்கும் உங்களோட வாழ்க்கை எப்படி இருந்தது? உங்களோட நம்பிக்கைகள் எப்படி இருந்தது? இது எதுவுமே வந்து இப்போ சிக்னிஃபிகன்ட் இல்ல. இப்போ நீங்க எல்லாருமே இந்த தருணத்துல, இந்த மொமெண்ட்ல இங்க உட்கார்ந்திருக்கீங்க. இந்த உங்களுக்குள்ள இருக்கிற இந்த பரமசிவ ஞானத்த நீங்க வெளிப்படுத்துறதுக்காக நீங்க இங்க எல்லாருமே உட்கார்ந்திருக்கீங்க. இந்த தன்மைய உங்களுக்குள்ள வெளிப்படுத்துறதும், இத நீங்க இந்த வெளிப்பாட்ட கொண்டாடுறதும் தான் நடக்க போறது. நீங்க எல்லாருமே ஆம் அடுத்த 1 மாசம் ஃபுல்லா இந்த தன்மைய நீங்க உங்களுக்குள்ள இருந்து வெளிப்படுத்துறதுக்காக தயாரா இருங்க. I think in Saint Kitts they're ready. In Tiruvannamalai, I request the Adinvasis to please step forward. We will now be entering into the welcoming, the traditional welcome. I now request the sannyasis to please hold the Purna Kumbha in the front and let us all sit straight. Everybody in front of us, all the participants, is a manifestation of Paramashiva, the ultimate. Everybody, whichever walk of life they are in, let us all bow down to the Paramashiva that has manifested, walked into the hall for all of us to manifest their ultimate. நம்ம முன்னாடி இருக்க எல்லா சன்னியாசிகளுமே முன்னாடி வந்து நிக்க சொல்லி சொல்றேன். நம்ம முன்னாடி இருக்கிற ஒருத்தருமே பரமசிவனோட பரமசிவ பரம்பரோட வெளிப்பாடு. இப்போ நம்ம எல்லாருமே நம்மளுக்கு முன்னாடி இருக்கிற அந்த பரமசிவனுக்கு முன்னாடி bow பண்ணி let us welcome them with the traditional chant of Nakarmanana. ॐ न कर्मणानः प्रजया धनेन त्यागेनैके अमृतत्वमानशुः परेण नाकं निहितं गुहाय विभ्राजते तद्यतयो विशन्ति वेदान्तविज्ञानसुनिश्चितार्था सन्न्यासयोगाद्यतयः शुद्धसत्त्वाः ते ब्रह्मलोके तु परान्तकाले परामृतात् परिमुच्यन्ति सर्वे दह्रं विपापं परमेश्वभूतं यत्पुण्डरीकं पुरमद्य सद्ग्रस्तम् तत्रापि दह्रं गगनं विशोकस्तस्मिन् यदन्तस्तदुपासितव्यम् यो वेदादौ स्वरः प्रोक्तो वेदान्ते च प्रतिष्ठितः तस्य प्रकृतिलीनस्य यः परः स महेश्वरः. We bow down and welcome each and every one of you who are here as a manifestation, embodiment of the ultimate. The Purna Kumbha will now be brought to you with Bhasma and Kumkum. We request each of you to touch the Purna Kumbha and accept the welcome. And you can take the Kumkum and Bhasma and apply it. இப்போ ஒருத்தருக்குமே பூர்ண கும்பா நாங்க எடுத்துன்னு வருவோம். நீங்க பரமசிவனா ஏத்துண்டு அந்த பூர்ண கும்பத்தை தொட்டு நீங்க அதை உங்க பூர்ண கும்பாவை கையிலால தொட்டு நீங்க அந்த வரவேற்பை ஏத்துக்கலாம். And we request all the sannyasis to please take it forward, bowing down to each person as Paramashiva who has manifested here to wake up and manifest to their ultimate, their original self. Please forward. Nithyanandam, it's very request all the participants to please settle down. Please be seated. Thank you so much. Please settle down. Yes, எல்லாருமே உட்காந்துக்கலாம் இப்போ. உங்க எல்லாருக்குமே பூர்ண கும்பம் கிடைச்சதுங்களா? நீங்க எல்லாருமே பூர்ண கும்பம் எடுத்துட்டீங்களா? ஓகே. ப்ளீஸ் செட்டில் எல்லாருமே உட்காந்துக்கோங்க. Yes. So throughout the next 1 month, I'm just going to give you all a brief of what you can expect in the program to have. Because every day morning, see, every part of this program is designed to make you manifest the ultimate, like I said. So right from your food, you're going to be receiving the authentic meals as described in Bhagashastra traditionally and what is offered to deities. That is a meal you'll all be receiving. And you're all going to be starting your day with the yoga. You're all going to be starting your day every day at 4 a.m. in the morning. You're all going to be starting it with the yoga. And the whole day, the flow of your whole day is going to be based on this, you manifesting this ultimate in you. The whole experience. And morning 4 a.m. See, why we are starting at 4 a.m. is because this is the time as soon as you wake up, your consciousness is intensely available to you, accessible to you, for you to be able to mold it, shape it, design it the way you want. இந்த தினந்தோறுமே இப்போ ஒரு சின்ன பிரீஃப் நான் கொடுக்க போறேன். தினந்தோறுமே நீங்க வந்து உங்களுக்குள்ள நீங்க மேனிஃபெஸ்ட் பண்ற எல்லா ஒரு நாளுமே நீங்க இங்க வந்து அது முக்கியமா இந்தியாவுக்கு வந்து உங்களோட நைட் டைம்ல நடக்கும். ஆனாலுமே தினந்தோறுமே உங்களோட டெய்லி டே நீங்க வந்து யோகாவோட ஆரம்பிச்சு பூஜை பண்ணி ஒரு ட்ரெடிஷ்னலா ஒரு டேவை நடத்தி ஒரு ஆஸ்பெக்ட்மே இந்த ப்ரோக்ராம்ல உங்களுக்கு நேரடியா சுவாமிஜியே டிசைன் பண்ணியிருக்காரு. நீங்க உங்களுக்குள்ள இருக்கிற அந்த அல்டிமேட்டை வெளிப்படுத்துறதுக்காக. So daily we will be starting at 4 a.m. Eastern Standard Time with the Nithyananda Yoga. And all the participants, I request all the sannyasis and saint kids to please come forward. I just want to introduce all those who are going to be part of your journey. I wanted to introduce to all of you those that are going to be part of your journey in PSS. Can I request all the sannyasis to please step forward? All the sannyasis and saint kids, please come forward. For the next 1 month, we are going to be having all of them who are going to be working with you, being there with you, available anytime you want. Should you have any questions, any doubts, if you want to know details about something, all of it, you can always reach out to any of the sannyasis and they will be available to you, attending to you. And they'll be there to work with you for any requirements, anything you wanted to be attended to. I request, yes, Prematmama, where's Prematmama? Okay. Yes. So here, I'd like to introduce, we have a few more sannyasis and I think they're just arranging things. And now I'm going to be introducing the sannyasis who are going to be there. They're the co-acharyas who are going to be there throughout in your journey, working with you, supporting you. Any questions, any doubts that you have, they will be there to attend to it and always be available for you. First, we have Nithya KAILASA. Nithya KAILASA, she is a sannyasi and many of you may already know her. She works with the Chinese Sangha and she's been blessed as the mother of the Chinese Sangha who works. She's been there for a very long time. In fact, she's connected to Swamiji since 2017 for a very long time. And now she's a sannyasi. She has left all of her things, came here inspired and so with the mission that Swamiji stands for, and she played a very important role in taking what Swamiji has given to the Chinese world. So that is Nithya KAILASA. Anytime you want any doubts in program, any questions that you have, you can always reach out to her and she will be available to you. Yes. Next we have Nithya Priyankananda. Nithya Priyankananda is also from, yes, she's also from the Chinese diaspora. And she's also a Chit Sabha member. The day she got to know of Swamiji, the experience, she was so inspired. She left everything behind and she came here to take up this life to serve everybody. And she has been here as a dedicated sannyasi. She is also a Chitsabha member who is a founding mother of Kailasa, who is a Sarvajna Pita Yajaman, who has contributed to the foundation building of Kailasa, and she is here anytime during the program. Do you want anything, particularly if you want any help in the exercises, in the sessions, you want to understand? She's an amazing causer. She will be there to cause any reality, any requirement, anything you have. Just reach out to her and she will be available. That is Manitya Priyankananda. And next we have Manitya Mahajananananda. Manitya Mahajanananda and Manitya Swarupa Priyananda. Manitya Mahajanananda and Ma Swarupa Priya, both of them are sannyasis and monks who also, they're actually relatively very new. They all just took, just 1 year or so ago, they took sannyas and they all came for program just like you. And they got so inspired, they decided never to leave the program and they decided to dedicate their whole life to continue serving the mission. So Manitya Mahajanananda and Manitya Swarupa Priyananda, both of them are monks, sannyasis, and they're going to be here. In particular, if you have any tech issues, if there are any concerns you have related to tech, any arrangement, if you have any tech related problems or you want some particular request, you can raise it to them. They will be available to attend to you all the time, anytime. So we have, I think Ma Swarupa Priya is already busy arranging for the tech, but both of them are going to be available to you anytime. Should you have any tech related requirements, issues, you can reach out to them. So that is Manitya Mahajanananda. And next we have Manitya Jnanamayananda. Manitya Jnanamayananda. Yes. Okay, I have so many things to introduce about Ma Jnanamaya to you all. And I think she's only going to translate my introduction to you all also. She is the person who continuously from morning to night, without a gap, without a break, she sits, translates. She brings Swamiji to you all in a language that you understand. That is Manitya Jnanamayananda. She is also a sannyasi, and to introduce to her, I like to introduce this one line always. She came to a program. She got so inspired. She said she wants to repeat Swamiji's words to people. She decided to attend every other program thereafter. She attends every program, almost last 4.5 years now. She attends every single program of Swamiji's and she sits and translates. She got so inspired by translating that she first dedicated her life as a Chitsabha member, became a founding mother of Kailasa, put all her wealth, everything dedicated it to Kailasa. She felt even that is not enough. She decided to dedicate her whole life to the mission. She left everything behind. She came here to become part, to be with Swamiji, to be part of his grand mission. And her whole life, what inspires her is to just connect people to Swamiji, to take Swamiji to people in a language that you understand. All the clicks, the experiences that you have, all the realizations that you have, it is she brings Swamiji to you in a language that you understand. Of course, Swamiji is beyond language. He's God. You experience him. But to understand the principles, it is Ma Jnanamaya who brings him in a language that you all understand, experience. So any time during the program, she will always be available. You all can be logged into the translation Zoom and you can reach out to her if you have any questions and concerns. She will be available to attend to you all. And that is Manitya Jnanamayananda. Yes. And next we have Manitya Atma Premikananda. Please come forward, Manitya Atma Premikananda. Yes, Manitya Atma Premikananda is here and she is the princess of Chinese Sangha. She is the princess of Chinese Sangha representing Swamiji. She is Kailasa's princess. Swamiji has blessed her as a princess and she is leading the Chinese Sangha. And there's a lot to tell about her in a very, very short span of time without knowing the language, without knowing any of it. The moment she got to know Swamiji, and she was so inspired and she decided to dedicate her whole life taking the path of sannyas. And she's actually She leads the whole Chinese Sangha. The entire Chinese Sangha, it is Manitya Atma Premikananda, who is Swamiji's ambassador to the Chinese. She takes forward whether it is the whole Chinese diaspora around the globe, or building of the Chinese, the temples, Kailasa in China, all of it is led by her. Anytime any of you have any request, she is going to be available here continuously. You can reach out to her. And she is just 26 years old. And the moment she got to know Swamiji, she left everything behind. She came here to live here with Swamiji and just to be part of this grand mission. And like I said, all of them here, all of the sannyasis here, for all of us, our only goal is to bring Swamiji to the world. To the ultimate that we have had as Swamiji. We are excited to share that with all of you. We are here to serve you all. Anytime you have any request, anything that you want, just reach out to us and we will be available. That is Manitya Atma Premikananda. And then we have Manitya Prematmananda. Yes. Yes. And she is a sannyasi. She knows Swamiji. If any of you want to know Swamiji, how the mission started from way back, please ask her. She'll have so many stories to tell you all. She is the Minister of Foreign Affairs, Kailasa's Minister of Foreign Affairs. She heads all the diplomatic relations, all the foreign diplomatic relations of Kailasa. She is Kailasa's Minister of Foreign Affairs. And she is also been a sannyasi for a very long time. And like I said, if you should know Swamiji from the eyes of his sannyasis, you can ask her. She'll have so many stories to share with you all. And she can, you can ask all, any questions that you have. She's going to be available throughout continuously. And she is from the US, who also, the moment she got to know Swamiji, so touched and inspired by Swamiji's mission, way back in 2009, she took sannyas. And since then, she's been here serving the mission, taking forward Swamiji to various different regions, Malaysia, US, various different parts of the world. And she's an amazing enricher and causer. If you want any solutions, if you want to know how to apply certain truths, or if you want to know what is the experience that you can have in a certain ways, you can just reach out to her. She will be available for all of you, attending to you all throughout. So anytime, any question, any query you have, you can reach out to all of us sannyasis. We are all going to be available to you all. Yes. And myself, I am Ma Nithyanandita, and I'm really excited to be part of all of your journey. I am blessed to be one of the acharyas who is here to I should say, each journey, each season. I am so excited about it because I get to witness the best thing, which is to see how each of you come in from different walks of life as you, and you go back manifesting your ultimate, manifesting Paramashiva and Swamiji through you. Just now, the last batch is sitting here with all of you. Can I request the PSS batch 11 participants to please stand up? All the PSS batch 11 participants. Yes. So all of them here are the batch who completed. I think many of them are also staying back for the next batch. But all the participants of PSS batch 11, they're all here and they all came in just 1 month back. I remember many of them, each of them coming with different walks of life, with different things that they want to manifest. But today they're all going back as Rajya Sabha members, representing Paramashiva to the world. They're all going back as ambassadors of Paramashiva to the world. And each season, this is a journey that we get to witness. All of them that are standing here, and we are having a huge group of them who are so inspired. They're going to be staying back for this season, joining you all also in the experience. But this entire group of people, all of them from China, Canada, Middle East, from US, from UK, different parts of the world. And they're all here. They all came in 1 month ago, just like you all. They all came in here absolutely, just waiting to manifest, just to explore and see what it is. And today here they are, manifesting so many extraordinary breakthroughs. Actually, today, full day, they're going to be there, available for all of you. You all can ask, from us, you can hear the experience, but many times you want to know the user review, na? You all go to, like when you buy a product, you go, how was it? All those who use, what did they say? So you can ask the user experience with all of them. And we have Balaji Aya, Rajesh Chandra Mohanaya, and Yoga Shakti Swarupanaya, and we have Mangala Yogini, so many people, all of whom are going to be there today throughout, available to you all. And today evening, we're going to be having a special glimpses segment where each one of them will come and give you a detailed experience what their journey has been. So if you all want to know, if you want to hear direct user experience, you can ask them, interact with them. You can ask any questions that you have, or you want to know what their experience has been like. Feel free to ask them and they will be answering you. Yes. Thank you all. Thank you all the participants. Please settle down. And KAILASA Thiruvannamalai. KAILASA Thiruvannamalai. இப்போ உங்களோட எஸ், இப்போ நீங்க பல பேர் வந்து வெவ்வேறு வாழ்க்கை வாக்ஸ் ஆஃப் லைஃப்ல இருந்து நீங்க எல்லாருமே வந்திருக்கீங்க. இப்போ உங்க எல்லாருக்குமே ஒரு சின்ன அறிமுகம். அடுத்த ஒரு மாசம் தினந்தோறுமே ப்ரோக்ராம் வந்து ஈஸ்டர்ன் ஸ்டாண்டர்ட் டைம் படி கண்டக்ட் செய்யப்படும். அதாவது காத்தால பிரம்ம முகூர்த்த நேரம் ஈஸ்டர்ன் நியூயார்க் டைம் படி 4 மணி, அதாவது உங்களோட சாயந்தரம் டைம் ஆரம்பிக்கும். உங்களோட ராத்திரி முழுக்க இந்த ப்ரோக்ராம் போகும். உங்களோட மறுநாள் காத்தால விடிகாத்தால நினைக்கிறேன், மறுநாள் விடிகாத்தால வரைக்கும் இந்த ப்ரோக்ராம் போகும். தினந்தோறுமே யோகாவோட நம்ம ஆரம்பிப்போம். அதனாலதான் நீங்க எல்லாருமே இன்னைக்கே டே 1ல இருந்து நீங்க யோகா ட்ரெஸ்ஸோட நீங்க எல்லாருமே வந்திருக்கீங்க. ஏன்னா தினந்தோறுமே யோகாவோட ஆரம்பிச்சு பூஜை செஞ்சு பரமசிவ பரம்பொருள் நம்மளுக்குள்ள வெளிப்படுத்துறதுக்காக வேதாகமங்கள்ல அவரு தன்னைத்தானே எப்படி வெளிப்படுத்தணும் அப்படின்ற அந்த விதிமுறை கொடுத்திருக்காரோ அதன்படியே இந்த ப்ரோக்ராம் நடக்கும். முக்கியமா நீங்க எல்லாருமே அண்ணாமலையாரோட க்ஷேத்திரத்துல நித்யானந்த ஜென்ம பூமி, அவரே திருமேனி தாங்கி பிறந்த அந்த இடத்துல நீங்க எல்லாருமே வந்திருக்கீங்க. உலகத்துல எல்லா இடத்துல அண்ணாமலையார் பரமசிவன் வந்து தன்னோட அரூபமா இருக்கிற அந்த ரூபம் இல்லாத தன்மையில இருந்து ரூபமா மாறினது, ஃபார்ம்லெஸ்னஸ்ல இருந்து ஃபார்மா மாறின அதே இடம் அருணாச்சலம். பரமசிவன் முதல் முறையாக அடிமுடி காணாம அந்த அருட்பெரும் ஜோதியாக உதித்த அதே இடம் அந்த அண்ணாமலையார், திருவண்ணாமலை. அங்க வந்து பரமசிவன் வந்து பிரம்மாவுக்கும் விஷ்ணுக்கும் ஒரு பெருவரம் கொடுக்கிறாரு. நம்ம எல்லாருக்குமே தெரியும், பிரம்மருக்கும் விஷ்ணுக்கும் வந்து அடிமுடி காணாத அந்த அருட்பெரும் ஜோதியா உதித்து இந்த ஹோல் லீலையை நடத்துறாரு. முடிச்சதுக்கு அப்புறம் பிரம்மரும் விஷ்ணுவும் பரமசிவன் கேக்குறாரு, அப்ப என்னைக்குமே எங்க எல்லாருக்குமே நீங்க வந்து இதே உருவத்துல இருங்க அப்படின்னு. உடனே பரமசிவன் வந்து அவங்களுக்கு வந்து வரம் கொடுத்து அவர் அங்கேயே அந்த ஜோதியா அங்கேயே வந்து ஒரு மலையா நின்னுறாரு. பிரம்மரும் விஷ்ணுவும் கேக்குறாங்க, அப்பா உனக்கு அபிஷேகம் செய்யணும்னா மழை மட்டும் தான் செய்ய முடியும், உனக்கு மாலை போடணும்னா நட்சத்திரத்தை வச்சு மட்டும்தான் மாலை போட முடியும், ஏன்னா நீங்க வந்து மலையான ரூபத்துல இருக்கீங்க. நாங்க எல்லாருமே உங்களோட எப்பொழுதுமே கனெக்ட் பண்ணி உங்களோட எப்பொழுதுமே உங்களுக்கு வந்து உங்க திருமேனி தீண்டி உங்களுக்கு அபிஷேகம் பண்ணி அலங்காரம் பண்ற மாதிரி எங்களுக்கு நீங்க அந்த ரூபத்திலயும் நீங்க வெளிப்படுங்கன்னு கேக்குறாங்க. உடனே அண்ணாமலையார் வந்து தன்னோட கருணையினால அவர் வந்து ஒரு வரம் கொடுக்கிறாரு. என்னென்னைக்குமே டில் த எண்ட் ஆஃப் டைம், அதாவது எக்காலத்துக்குமே வந்து அவரு மலையா அண்ணாமலையாகவும் அண்ணாமலையாரான அந்த லிங்கமாகவும் நம்ம அபிஷேகம் செஞ்சு பூஜை பண்றதுக்காக அந்த அர்ச்சாவதாரமாக 3வதாக தொடர்ந்து வாழும் அவதார புருஷரா ஞான சத்குருநாதராக அதே அந்த அருணாச்சலத்துல ஒரு வாட்டியும் அவரே மறுபடியும் வர அப்படின்ற வரத்தை கொடுக்கிறாரு. ஸ்கந்த புராணத்துல அருணாச்சல மகாத்மியத்துல இந்த ஹோல் அனுபவம் ரொம்ப எலாபரேட்டா கொடுக்கப்பட்டிருக்கு. அதே போலவே பரமசிவன் வந்து பிரம்மாவுக்கும் விஷ்ணுக்கும் கொடுத்த அதே பெரு வரத்தை ஃபுல்ஃபில்றதுக்காக இப்பவும் பரமசிவனோட 1008வது அவதார புருஷராக பகவான் நித்யானந்த பரமசிவம் என்ற அந்த திருவடிவில் சுவாமிஜியாக நம்ம எல்லாருக்குமே வந்திருக்காரு. அடுத்த ஒரு மாசம் நீங்க எல்லாருமே சாதாரண இடத்துல நீங்க எல்லாம் வரல, அவனருளாலே அவன் தாழ் வணங்கி நம்ம சொல்லுவோம், சும்மா கிடையாது. நீங்க எல்லாருமே பல சீசன் நடந்திருக்கு. போன சீசன்ல இருந்தா நம்ம எல்லாருக்குமே வந்து இந்த பேட்ச் முந்தின சீசன்ல இருந்தா இந்த பேட்ச் ஆரம்பிக்கிறது. திருவண்ணாமலையில இந்த வாட்டி நீங்க எல்லாருமே சுவாமிஜி பொறந்த அதே வீட்ல போய் தங்கறதுக்கான ஆப்பர்ச்சுனிட்டி உங்க எல்லாருக்குமே கிடைக்கும். அவரு பொறந்து வளர்ந்த அதே இடத்துல அந்த ஜென்ம பூமியில அதுவும் முக்கியமா இந்த பேட்ச் நீங்க எல்லாருமே நித்யானந்தேஸ்வர பிரம்மோற்சவம் தீபம் கொண்டாட்டத்துக்கு வந்திருக்கீங்க. தீபம் ஃபெஸ்டிவல் அண்ணாமலையாரே வந்து உதித்த அதே டைம்ல நீங்க வந்திருக்கீங்க. இதுதான் வந்து நம்ம சொல்லுவோம்ல, ஒருத்தரை வந்து சந்திக்கிறதுக்கான ஒரு பெஸ்ட் டைம் அப்படின்னு. லைக் ஒருத்தரை பத்தி நீங்க அறிமுகம் அவங்கள பத்தி நீங்க தெரிஞ்சுக்கணும்னு ஒரு பெஸ்ட் டைம். அவங்கள வந்து நிஜமாலுமே அவங்க எப்படின்னு தெரிஞ்சுக்கணும்னா அவங்களுக்கு வந்து ஒருத்தருக்குமே வந்து சில பெஸ்ட் டைம்ல போய் பார்த்தா உங்களுக்கு அவங்கள பத்தி புரியும் இன்னும் ஆழமா. அதே போல இப்போ நீங்க எல்லாருமே தீபம் கொண்டாட்டத்தின் பொழுது வந்திருக்கீங்க. பரமசிவனை பத்தி அவரோட வாயால கேட்கறது மட்டும் இல்லாம அவரோட வெளிப்பாட்டை பத்தி ரகசியங்கள் புரிஞ்சுக்கணும்னா இந்த தீபம் டைம்ல தான் நீங்க எல்லாருமே இந்த தீபம் கொண்டாட்டத்துக்கு நீங்க இங்க வந்திருக்கீங்க. இந்த ஹோல் பேட்ச் அங்க திருவண்ணாமலையா கைலாசா திருவண்ணாமலையில நடக்கிற ஒரு கொண்டாட்டத்தையுமே நீங்க எல்லாருமே ஒரு பாகமா இருந்து அதே மாதிரி இந்த வாட்டி பரமசிவனின் அனுபூதியும் அனுபவமும் அப்படின்ற ஒரு ஸ்பெஷல் சத்சங் சீரீஸோடையும் நீங்க எல்லாருமே பாட்டா இருக்க போறீங்க. பல விஷயம் நடக்க போறது. நான் சொல்லணும்னா நான் இன்னும் ஃபுல் டே பேசிட்டே போவேன். அதனால நான் ஒரு சுருக்கமா சொல்லணும்னா இந்த தினந்தோறுமே உங்களுக்கு யோகால இருந்து ஆரம்பிச்சு ஒரு ஆஸ்பெக்டுமே நீங்க உங்களுக்குள்ள இருந்து பரமசிவனை வெளிப்படுத்துறதுக்காக இருக்கிற இந்த ஆஸ்பெக்ட். நீங்க எல்லாருமே அடுத்த ஒரு மாசம் உங்களுக்கு என்ன கேள்வி இருந்தாலும் இல்ல உங்களுக்கு என்ன ரிக்வெஸ்ட் இருந்தாலும் நீங்க எப்போ வேணா வந்து எங்களுக்கு எக்ஸ்பிரஸ் பண்ணலாம். நீங்க கேட்கலாம். ஃபீல் ஃப்ரீ டு கம் அண்ட் ஆஸ்க். இப்போ உங்க எல்லாருக்குமே அங்க ஆன் கிரவுண்ட் உங்களுக்கு வந்து நம்மளோட சன்னியாசிகள் பல பேர் இருக்க போறாங்க. முக்கியமா நம்மளோட மாநித்ய தயாமயானந்த சுவாமி. ப்ளீஸ் கம் ஃபார்வர்ட் மா. வி ஹேவ் மாநித்ய தயாமயானந்த சுவாமி. அவங்க வந்து ஆக்சுவலாங்கய்யா நீங்க பல பேர் இங்க ஆல்ரெடி பல பேர் உங்க எல்லாருக்குமே சுவாமிஜி வந்து ரொம்ப வருஷமா தெரியும். ஆனா சுவாமிஜிய பத்தி அவரு எப்படி ஆரம்பிச்சாரு இந்த மிஷனை, சுவாமிஜிய பத்தி உங்களுக்கு அவரோட அவரோட ஸ்கிராச்ல இருந்து அவர் எப்படி கைலாச உருவாக்கினார் அப்படின்னு நீங்க தெரிஞ்சுக்கணும்னா நீங்க தயாமயி சுவாமி இதை கேட்கணும். மா தயாமயி சுவாமி கிட்ட கேட்கணும். அவங்களுக்கு வந்து சுவாமிஜிய 2004ல இருந்து தெரியும். யூஎஸ்ல சுவாமிஜி தெரிஞ்ச உடனே அவங்க வாழ்க்கையில எல்லாத்தையும் விட்டுட்டு அவங்க வாழ்க்கையே சுவாமிஜியோட இந்த மிஷன் அவரோட மக்களுக்கு சேவை செய்யணும்னு அவங்க டெடிகேட் பண்ணிருக்காங்க. 2004ல இருந்து இன்னி வரைக்கும் ஒரு நொடி கூட திரும்பி பார்க்காம அவங்க யூஎஸ்ல இருந்த எல்லா வாழ்க்கையும் விட்டுட்டு இங்க பரமசிவனுக்கு சேவை செய்யறதுக்காகவும் பரமசிவ சேவையே வாழ்க்கைன்னு சொல்லி டெடிகேட் பண்ணிருக்காங்க. அவங்க வந்து ஆக்சுவலா அவங்க யூஎஸ்ல ஒரு டாப் கம்பெனில ஹை பேயிங் சாஃப்ட்வேர் ஜாப்ல இருந்தாங்க. அவங்க அமெரிக்கன் லைஃப் அவங்க வாழ்க்கை அவங்க குடும்பம் எல்லாத்தையுமே விட்டு சுவாமிஜி தெரிஞ்ச உடனே அந்த தருணத்துல இருந்தே அவங்க ஹோல் லைஃப சன்னியாசியா டெடிகேட் பண்ணி இங்க இருக்காங்க. அவங்க உங்கள்கிட்ட யார் எப்போ வேணும்னாலும் உங்களுக்கு என்ன ரிக்வெஸ்ட் வேணாலும் உங்களுக்கு சாப்பாடுல உங்களோட தங்குற வசதிக்கோ இல்ல உங்களுக்கு வந்து ஏதாவது ரிக்வெஸ்ட் உங்களுக்கு ப்ரோக்ராம்ல ஏதாவது ரிக்வெஸ்ட் இருந்தா இந்த மாதிரி என்ன ரிக்வெஸ்ட் இருந்தாலுமே நீங்க மா தயாமயி சுவாமி கிட்ட கேட்கலாம். அவங்க உங்களுக்கு வந்து எல்லாத்தையுமே கைட் பண்ணுவாங்க. அவங்க உங்களுக்கு கண்டினியூஸா அவைலபிளா இருப்பாங்க. சோ தட் இஸ் மா தயாமயி சுவாமி. அண்ட் அதே போல உங்க எல்லாருக்குமே இன்னும் அடுத்த ஒரு மாசம் உங்களுக்கு என்ன டவுட்ஸ் என்ன கேள்வி இருந்தாலுமே நாங்களும் தொடர்ந்து நாங்க ஆச்சாரியாக்கள் நாங்க அவைலபிளா இருப்போம் உங்களுக்கு. என் பேரு மா நித்யானந்திதா. உங்க எல்லாருக்குமே உங்களோட அடுத்த ஒரு மாசம் உங்களுக்கு நீங்க இப்போ நீங்களா வந்திருக்கீங்க. நீங்க பரமசிவனா உங்களுக்கு அந்த வெளிப்பாட்டோட நீங்க போற அந்த மொத்த ஜேர்னிக்கு நான் ஒரு பார்ட்டா இருக்க போறேன். அது வந்து எனக்கு இட்ஸ் அ பிளெஸிங் ஃபார் மீ. அது வந்து எனக்கு ஒரு பெரிய ஆசீர்வாதம். ஏன்னா ஒரு ப்ரோக்ராம்லயும் பல மக்கள் பல விதமான வாழ்க்கை முறையில இருந்து வந்து முக்கியமா இங்க இன்னைக்கு வந்து தமிழ்நாட்டுல இருந்து இவ்வளவு பேர் வந்திருக்கீங்க. எனக்கு அது ரொம்ப ரொம்ப சந்தோஷம். ஏன்னா எந்நாட்டவனானாலும் தென்னாட்டுடைய சிவனே போற்றின்னு தான் நம்ம பாடுறோம். என்ன நான் எங்க இருந்தாலுமே தென்னாட்டுடைய சிவன் அதுவும் அவர் உதித்த அதே பூமியில நீங்க எல்லாருமே வந்திருக்கீங்க. அவர் பிறந்து அவர் அவதரித்த அதே பூமியில நீங்க எல்லாருமே இந்த ப்ரோக்ராம் அட்டென்ட் பண்றீங்க. சோ நீங்க எல்லாருமே தயாராகுங்க. தினந்தோறுமே காத்தால 4 மணில இருந்து ப்ரோக்ராம் ஆரம்பிச்சு சாயந்தரம் வரைக்கும் இது போகும். சோ நீங்க எல்லாருமே அதுக்கு ரெடியா இருக்கலாம். இன்னைக்கு உங்களுக்கு எந்த விதமான கேள்வி இருந்தாலுமே ஃபீல் ஃப்ரீ டு கம் அண்ட் ஆஸ்க் அஸ். நீங்க எங்ககிட்ட வந்து கேட்கலாம். எங்கள்கிட்ட வந்து நீங்க ஷேர் பண்ணலாம். உங்களுக்கு வந்து லாஜிஸ்டிக்கலா பிரச்சனை இருந்தாலோ இல்ல உங்களுக்கு வந்து கிளாஸ் வைஸா எந்த கேள்வி இருந்தாலும் நீங்க எல்லாருமே கேட்கலாம். எஸ் ஓகே. சோ இப்போ நம்ம எல்லாருமே வந்து யோகா யோகா பத்தின ஒரு அறிமுகத்துக்கு நம்ம எல்லாருமே என்டர் பண்ண போறோம். Now we are all going to be having the introduction or detailedly understanding about the Nithyananda Yoga. Yes, Nithyanandam. Nithyanandam, and now we are going to be entering into the Nithyananda Yoga. Today, all of you are going to be having your first experience of the Nithyananda Yoga. This is a journey that is going to transform not just your body, but your very understanding of what it means to be human. When we say yoga, we're not just going to be doing some physical postures or learning some different asanas. Today, we're going to be stepping into learning about a very sacred, ancient, and an extraordinary powerful science, which Swamiji has revived originally as Paramashiva revealed it in the scriptures and has given to us now. See, nowadays, when we talk about yoga, we remember there in the world nowadays, there are so many different types of yoga, dog yoga, bear yoga. There are so many things which come up when we talk about yoga. But Swamiji has revived the most authentic version of yoga. That is the Nithyananda Yoga, which all of you are going to be experiencing today. In the Nithyananda Yoga, there are various different components which we will be experiencing and learning about, which we all are going to be performing 12 different components in the Nithyananda Yoga, which gives you the whole benefit. Actually, even now, we have so many participants from the previous batch, from the previous season, who have all witnessed something remarkable, who have all had had an extraordinary breakthrough in this aspect. All of you can just turn around and speak to the you can all see the the PSS 11 participants, all of the participants who are attending in this PSS 11 batch. They all experienced such a big breakthrough when it came to yoga, not just in the physical level, but something much beyond. In in this season, all the participants they experienced the Nithyananda Yoga, being able to the sequence, experiencing the sequence of yoga, the sequence of asanas, which Swamiji has compiled together, along with the rope yoga and the Shiva Stambha, along with the Kundalini Raju and the Shiva Stambha. And they've experienced breakthroughs that seemed impossible for them. How is that possible? So we're going to be understanding and learning about that and seeing how each and every one of you sitting here with us today can experience that breakthrough through the Nithyananda Yoga. We have so many participants who are newly joining us from various different walks of life. We have so many participants who are joining us in St. Kitts, so many participants who are joining us in Kailasa, Tirunnamalai. That is, see, from day one itself, throughout this whole program, all of you have come to experience a breakthrough. And one of the first dimensions, the first aspects in which you're going to be experiencing that breakthrough is through yoga, in the physical level, mental level, and much beyond. When we talk, see, yoga is not just the science of keeping you healthy. When we talk about yoga, we're not just saying that physically you're going to be doing some asanas and understanding how you can be fit and healthy. It's not like gym. Normally, when we go out, we have workout for one. Many people work out to stay fit, to stay healthy, to build their body. Yoga is not that. Yoga is much beyond. Not only physically you will be fit, healthy, not only physically you are going to experience, you are going to have a powerful physical breakthrough where you can build your body with stamina, where you can build your body, but you're going to be able to align your whole body and consciousness to the cosmic geometry. You're going to be able to align your whole body. Yoga is not just being able having the ability to stretch the body. It is having the ability to manifest what you want. Yoga is about making you, see, Swamiji so beautifully explains, yoga is not about making you a better man. It is about making you Superman. Swamiji so beautifully explains this because through yoga, you're going to experience a breakthrough in physical dimensions, in physically, mentally, spiritually, in so many different aspects. The best thing that can happen to you on the path of yoga is getting this. See, in yoga, all you are going to be, we're going to be having 12 different components. We'll be explaining in detail, we'll be describing all the 12 different components which we'll be having in the Nithyananda Yoga. Yoga is simply the ability of you being able to manifest what you want. You want to manifest a healthy body. You want to manifest anything in your life, in your personal life. Just being able to manifest it is yoga. You can get just through when you perform yoga, you will be able to get rid of any incompletion, self-doubt, negative self-talk, everything which runs inside. Constantly, we have a negative self-talk which is running inside of us. You might wonder how, but just through yoga, you'll be able to get rid of all of it. You'll be able to bring that stability of the mind, bring the stability of the body, and align your whole body, mind, and consciousness. Now, I want to explain one more thing. All of you might be wondering, yoga is fine. We understand the whole spiritual routine. Why at 4 a.m. in the morning? It's so early, isn't it? Listen, the first 1.5 hours after you wake up is the most crucial part of your day. How you set your intention, the first 1.5 hours after you wake up, what you do during that time, how you think, the action which you do during that time is what sets the whole day, how your whole day is going to be. And not only how your whole day is going to be, but how your whole life is going to be. It's just based on this 1.5 hours after we wake up. Nowadays, the moment we wake up, what do? The first thing we do is take our phone,
wake up, scroll through what are all the notifications, what messages popped up, what's happening on social media. The first thing, the moment we wake up, we immediately have the habit of picking up the phone. Is it not? So you start off your day with so much of stress, so much of worry. You start off your day with seeing all the messages, all what's happening on the news, everything, which stresses you out first thing in the morning. Naturally, that's how your whole day is going to be. In Kailasa, Swamiji has so beautifully set a system where we do Brahma Muhurta Yoga. See, Brahma Muhurta, for each of you, Brahma Muhurta will be the 1.5 hours, this 1.5 hour period after you wake up. So if you wake up at, let's say, around 6 o'clock, from 6 to 7:30 will be your Brahma Muhurta. Let's say you wake up at around 9 o'clock, from 9 to 10:30 will be your Brahma Muhurta. But the Brahma Muhurta time for the cosmos, where the whole universe has experiences the Brahma Muhurta period, is from 4 o'clock to 6:30 in the morning. This period from 4 to 6 in the morning. That's why anything you do, see, at this time, at this time from 4 to 6, the whole cosmos, the whole universe is open, ready, receiving. That whole space is open up. Anything you do at this time, simply you'll be able to connect to the cosmos. That's why doing yoga at this time, you will directly be able to experience the cosmic union. You will be able to align your whole body and mind to the cosmic geometry. That's why Swamiji so beautifully said, 1.5 hours after waking up, do not touch your phones. In Kailasa, 1.5 hours waking up, no touching devices, no touching phones, no. The first thing we do is start our day with the yoga. Because when you perform these asanas, each and every one of these asanas, understand, all these asanas which we're doing is not just some posture which you're going to be doing with your body. No. It is directly awakening your consciousness. In the Nithyananda Yoga, these 12 different components awakens your very consciousness, awakens your very being to align to the frequency of the cosmos at that time. So starting off your day with the Nithyananda Yoga, starting your day is what throughout the whole day you'll see. When you start your day with these 1.5 hours, this is what sets your intention for the whole day. You'll experience that. You'll be able to experience that oneness, the cosmic union with the cosmos, with the universe. And especially, I would like to tell for all the Parivrajaka Paramashiva Sena participants, for all of you who have joined us, for all of the participants sitting in Kailasa Tirunamala, I can see so many of you sitting there. And some of the people, we have few people who have been very old devotees. We have many of the people who are completely new. You have come here for the first time. For all of you sitting here, you have come here to start your journey for the Parivrajaka, your 1 year journey. These 30 days is the training period where all of you are building your body. See, Swamiji so beautifully explained for the Parivrajaka, you need to have that physical stamina. You need to build a physical body for that. In these 30 days, all of you will be trained through the Nithyananda Yoga, through the pole yoga, through the Shiva Stambha and the Kundalini Raju, the rope yoga. All of you are going to train and experience. You're going to build the stamina in your body, not just physically, but in a much deeper level. So you're going to build the stamina and get trained to prepare your body so that you can start your journey of the Parivrajaka at the end of these 30 days. So actually, if there is so much of an introduction to give for yoga, there's not one introduction which will be enough, but to get started and understand about the 12 different components of the yoga. In the yoga, specifically in the Nithyananda Yoga, Swamiji has revived 12 different components as Paramashiva revealed it in the Agamas. We have the pranayama, bandhas, mudras, different karanas. All these 12 different components is what is going to give you the whole experience. So the first component, see, the first component of the 12 components of the Nithyananda Yoga is the asana. See, the most widely discussed topic in yoga today is, what does an asana mean? Is it sitting? Is it a certain posture? Is it moving? Like most understandings, the only way to truly discover the truth is to go to the original source. The text itself, this text itself is the original source book. See, Swamiji has so beautifully originally revealed. Asanas allow the body and mind to come to a state of balance and restful awareness, sattva. Asana is not merely performing some posture in the yoga, it is allowing the body and the mind to come to a state of balance and restful awareness, where one can easily enter into deeper and more subtler states of consciousness, dimension of yoga. See, right now, all of us are made up of three different bodies. The physical or the gross body. The physical body is the Sthula Sharira. The subtle body, as we call it, the subtle body is called the Sukshma Sharira. And the causal body, something which is even more subtle, is called the Karana Sharira. Now, all of us, many of you might have heard of the 7 different chakras, the different energy centers which we have. Like we have the Muladhara chakra, Hishtana, Manipuraka, Anahata. Then the heart center, we have the Anahata, Vishuddhi, the throat center, Agnya chakra, the brow center, and the Sahasrara, the crown center. I know I'm using I know I'm using different Sanskrit terms. Many of you who are joining us for the first time may not understand it. Don't worry. It's not about understanding each of this. First, you provide your whole listening. As we enter into the yoga, all of you will be able to understand and experience. You'll experientially be able to have this experience. So do not worry about understanding or fully being able to grasp. Just provide your listening and try to understand these different components. See, for aligning all these different energy centers, all these different chakras are different energy centers which we have to align. Aligning them, asanas, involve placing all of these centers, these energy centers, in relative position with each other. So the second component, the first is asana. The second component is the pranayama. Pranayama is a term that refers to a breathing process. Prana is your life energy, and ayama means like a path. So it is specifically being able to direct this life energy, this life force which you have in a specific path or a direction. Pranayama is like a breathing process. The air which you breathe is just a vehicle in which the prana, see, the air which you breathe, the oxygen which we breathe, is just a vehicle in which the prana, the life energy itself, comes in and goes out of your body. When you inhale, the air comes in, carrying the prana. See, do not mistake prana as oxygen. No, prana is the life energy. Oxygen is just the vehicle which carries that life energy. When we inhale, the whole prana comes in, carrying the whole oxygen, the air comes in, carrying the prana. And when you exhale, the empty air goes out. See, this pranayama is a very, very important part of the Nithyananda Yoga. When you perform specific postures, you perform specific asanas, performing the pranayama helps to engage different parts of the body, helps to awaken your consciousness. Just through pranayama, you can awaken your third. Like this, all these different pranayamas which we're doing are very powerful, and there are various different pranayamas which we will be performing, which will be having different techniques, different ways to perform this pranayama, through which when you perform, you will see how you will be able to ease yourself into the asana, and which raises your consciousness. You will be able to experience that life, the whole life energy will be, when it comes in and goes out, and when you're doing the whole pranayama, you will see how you'll be able to experience the whole asana, the whole, with the posture which you're performing completely. The next component which we have is the mudra. The mudra is what, see, mudra, a Sanskrit words, is, which in Sanskrit, mudra means a seal. It refers to the positioning of the limbs, fingers, or even the tongue in a certain way to seal this prana. See, right now, when the prana, the life energy is entering, many times what happens is we are unable to hold it there. So the life energy enters inside of us. Then we can't hold it there, usually gets dissipated. So to seal that prana, to seal that life energy, for you to constantly experience that state, to seal that life energy, that is what is called a mudra. So either through your limbs, or your body, your fingers, or even your tongue, or positioning your limbs in a certain way, you can seal the prana into your body, a way of aligning to the cosmic geometry. Swamiji so beautifully defines mudra as an energy circuit connection. Mudras are the way to simulate the prana shakti inside of us. See, prana is taking the life force inside of us. When we do the pranayama, the life force enters inside. But how are you going to hold that, simulate that energy to actually experience that breakthrough? That is what mudra is using. When you engage various different mudras, it will be you either with your hands, we have different hand mudras, or we have different mudras which you do with your tongue, or position the limbs in a certain way, which engages a certain mudra. All of these seal and lock the body. All of this seal and lock the prana inside the body for you to constantly experience. It's like connecting the energy circuit. So the prana is the energy, the mudra is like connecting that whole energy circuit in the body and keeping it there, holding it. Actually, all of these 12 components which we talk about are interconnected. For pranayama, to experience the pranayama fully, you need the mudra. For holding the mudra, you need the bandha. For holding the bandha, you need the asana. All of these 12 components are interconnected, which you will be experiencing. See, the mudras are the psychophysical process. By performing these mudras, this is what helps to accelerate the effect of asana and pranayama. So asana is like the posture which you're sitting in, the posture which you're doing, bringing the stability in your physical body. Then pranayama is bringing the life energy. Mudra is locking, sealing that energy. All of these components, understand, each and every one of these components which we're doing are very crucial and important to experience the whole benefit of the asana. The fourth component of the yoga is the bandha, as I just explained. See, bandha is the internal awakening of the Kundalini Shakti. It is a Sanskrit term that means conductive to or conducive to, sorry. See, it is an active maintenance of the state of contraction or pressure in the body by the yoga. See, let me explain. Now, once the life energy is there, the prana, then seal it with the mudra, a certain mudra. Bandha is actively maintaining that posture. We have three different bandhas. See, without the bandhas, the energy tends to leak out. If that is a way to explain. All the energy which you're holding in just leaks out or tends to be blocked. See, because of our lifestyle, right, many times, even when we experience high energy, even when we experience certain energy, what happens? The energy we are unable to retain or hold that energy within us. So that energy starts to dissipate. It starts getting dissipate. The bandhas which we do are the bridge between the disconnected areas of this energy circuit. The mudras is the energy circuit. Sometimes what happens in this energy circuit also, energy leaks out. So the bandhas is what brings that whole thing together. The bandhas are the bridge between the disconnected areas of the energy circuit. The bandha is like actively repumping that energy, realigning that prana, the vital energy, that kundalini shakti, the potential energy. It is like consciously reactivating, pumping and realigning all of that energy in our body. There are three different bandhas. The first is the Jalandhar bandha. I'll explain this to you. The Jalandhar bandha is basically locking the chin to the chest. I will be understanding this in more detail, and all of you will be seeing how you can perform the bandhas, how you can perform each of these bandhas, what are the different benefits of these bandhas. The first is the Jalandhar bandha, which is locking the chin to the chest. When you do this, actually, this bandha is very powerful. If anybody is facing issues with thyroid, and whenever one of you are facing issues in this whole area, you'll see how when you engage these bandhas, by by engaging these bandhas, you'll see how the energy, you'll be able to hold that energy there, and actively you'll feel that whole the kundalini, you'll feel that continuously active. This is what holds the whole intensity of the whole bandha, of the whole asana which you're performing, of the whole the posture, the Nithyananda Yoga which you're doing. This is what holds the intensity. The next is the Mula Bandha. The Mula Bandha is known as the root lock. So Mula Bandha is known as the like locking the root. Basically, it's like engaging the perineum, locking and clenching the perineum. This happens and works with the Mooladhara Chakra. So basically, the Mula Bandha is the contraction of the pelvic floor muscles. The pranic energy, which normally flows out of the body, is prevented from leaking. See, when the pranic energy, whole energy which we have, when you engage the Mula Bandha, you're able to retain that whole energy. Locking the flow of the energy at the base of the spine is what is Mula Bandha. Mula Bandha is the most important bandha, and throughout most of the asanas, actually, you'll be seeing throughout many of the asanas, most of the asanas which we'll be performing, you'll be engaging the Mula Bandha. And
Yes. So now we're going to be performing few of the asana. Now for the whole Nithyananda Yoga, all of you are going to be experiencing directly. We're going to be experiencing now how you are going to be doing the asanas and performing all these different 12 components along with these asanas. So in Kailasa Tiruvannamalai, can I request everyone to please come and settle down? In Kailasa Tiruvannamalai, can I request everyone to please come and settle down? Yes. Kailasa Tiruvannamalai, Dayamani, ma, if you could help request everyone to please come and settle down. Ma. Okay. So now, first thing, let's understand. Now, today we're going to be starting off by explaining what are the different impact of these asanas. See, be very clear. Until now, any yoga which you have done or which you would have done is not the authentic form of yoga. Because yoga, the authentic form of yoga can only be what is revealed by Paramashiva. And Swamiji has revived exactly that. As Paramashiva has revealed in the Agamas, Swamiji has revived that authentic yoga. And Swamiji has gifted it to the whole humanity as the Nithyananda Yoga. So now all of us are going to directly experience. See, can all of you just try? I just want to try out with all of the participants. Can you all just try doing any simple posture which you feel is part of the Nithyananda Yoga? Like, let's just, which you feel is yoga. Now, for example, just stretching your legs out and sitting. Now just try, let's do a simple asana, okay? Let's just do a simple posture. Sitting out, sitting with your legs stretched out. Let's do a simple posture like this, okay? Just normally you engage, normally you do this posture. Can all of you do this? Okay. Now, are all of you feeling any impact? Are you feeling any impact or any intensity in the asana? Now, we're going to do the same asana, except we're going to do it along with the different 12 components. This is the Anjani asana, which Swamiji, as this is part of the Prathama Vinyasa Krama sequence. The first asana sequence, this is called the Anjani asana. Now, I'm going to be explaining one by one each part, how we're going to be doing it. Now, I want everyone to follow along and do it with me. So first, in this asana, you're going to be placing your hand underneath, you. Keeping your palms facing upwards, you're going to be placing your hands underneath you. So you're going to be sitting on your hands. Okay. Now, sitting on your hands, you're going to keep your hands straight. Keep your palms straight. And in this, I'm going to explain the bandhas which we're going to do. In this asana, you're going to engage two bandhas. One is the Mula Bandha, which is locking the perineum. Lock the perineum. Now, basically, clench your perineum. You have to lock it and suck it in. When you do that, you'll feel the pelvic area, locking the pelvic floor. You'll feel that whole area being engaged. Can you all do this, the Mula Bandha? Actually, the Mula Bandha is one of the most important bandhas, the most powerful, most important bandhas. Just by doing the Mula Bandha, you'll even be able to start anti-aging. That's how powerful it is. So lock the perineum, lock the pelvic floor, the Mula Bandha. The next is the Jalandhara Bandha, like how we explained, it is locking the chin to the chest. So you're going to be sucking in and locking the chin to the chest completely. When you do that, you'll see how this whole area, you'll feel that this whole area being completely engaged, locking the chin to the chest. Okay, so these are the two bandhas which we're going to be engaging. The Jalandhara Bandha, which is locking the chin to the chest, and the Mula Bandha. And along with this, you're going to be doing the mudra. The mudra, as I explained, is different hand gestures, right? In this, the mudra is the Shambhavi mudra, which will be your palms slightly cupped, which will be underneath you. So your palms will be slightly cupped as your hands are underneath you. And in this asana, you're going to gaze towards your nose.
See, even the gaze, where you look, what you visualize, all is very important. Just the visualization. Visualization is one of the 12 components in the Nithyananda Yoga. Just the visualization is so powerful. It can really impact just visualizing. For example, now you visualize. That's why we say, right? Whenever you do any other type, be it yoga or anything, the visualization which you have is what shapes, is what, because you're consciously designing your body at this time. So when you're consciously designing your body, the visualization, what visualization you hold, how you visualize yourself to be, what you continuously chant inside of you, repeat inside of you, is what impacts, is what makes you experience, that is what makes you design your whole body. So in this asana, you're going to visualize yourself as Lord Hanuman. For those of you who don't know, Lord Hanuman is in Hinduism, he's the monkey god, who is he is worshipped as the monkey god, Lord Hanuman. You're going to visualize yourself as Lord Hanuman, gazing towards your nose, and engage the Jalandhara Bandha, the Mula Bandha. And now, as you do this, internally chant the japa, Maha Sadashivoham. See, japa is continuous, what you continuously repeat inside of you. So you're going to be, in the japa, you're going to be chanting Maha Sadashivoham. Visualize, see, you're not going to chant it externally. Internally, you're going to be chanting it. Visualize and chanting the japa, Maha Sadashivoham. It should like continuously be repeating inside of you. Just keep chanting and repeating inside of you. So now, keeping your hands underneath you, you're going to be doing the Rechaka Kumbhaka. The Rechaka Kumbhaka is where you're going to be inhaling slowly. You're going to have very controlled inhalation and hold and controlled exhalation. Now, I'm going to explain how we're going to do. First, I'm going to just explain. You're going to keep your hands underneath you. Engage the whole, you're going to engage the Mula Bandha, which is locking the perineum. Engaging the Jalandhara Bandha, which is locking the chin to the chest. And in this asana, you're going to visualize yourself shrinking. See, visualizing Lord Hanuman, visualize yourself consciously shrinking down. You see just the intensity, just by engaging the Mula Bandha, you'll feel so much of intensity, you'll start sweating. You'll start experiencing that the whole asana, you'll even start sweating. So can all of you just do this? Engage the Mula Bandha. First, lock the perineum, keep the back straight, keep the back completely straight, lock the perineum. Okay, you're going to lock the Mula Bandha, lock the perineum, and bring your chin to the chest. Take your chin to the chest in the Jalandhara Bandha. Now, gaze towards your nose. Can all of you visualize yourself? Visualize like you're shrinking. Visualize yourself becoming smaller, smaller, smaller. Visualize Lord Hanuman in your third eye. Lord Hanuman could manifest the Ashtamaha Shakti, which is becoming, growing as per will, growing with the, just through will, and even becoming as tiny as possible. So visualize yourself shrinking. You will feel the whole, you will start feeling the intensity. You'll start feeling your whole body sweating. You'll start feeling like, your whole body is just having the whole intensity of the asana. Can all of you hold? See, just continue to hold. Just engage, continue, do the Rechaka Pranayama. Now I'm going to be chanting the Pramana. The one of the parts of the 12 components of the Nithyananda Yoga is the Pramana, which is the chanting. As Paramashiva revealed it in the Agamas, there's the scriptural reference for each of these asanas. So I'm going to be chanting that. All of you just hold, do the visualization intensely so that you can experience the asana intensely. Hold the visualization. Hold the bandhas. Anjaneyasana. Dohu khana pani moya vese, edi dohu gadat vese, goda palma talya mali apasamadhi ra kemali. Just hold it there for a few more seconds. And relax. Yes, all of you can relax. Now, I just want to see how many of you felt when you were doing the bandha, like when you are engaging the bandha, when you're visualizing yourself shrinking. How many of you felt the intensity of the asana? Can you all raise your hands? How many of you felt the intensity of the asana? Wow. Okay, wonderful. I can see many hands going up. See, that's why these 12 different components, when you normally engage, when you normally do any asana, you're only physically putting your body in the posture, but you won't experience the intensity or the benefit of that asana. But with these 12 different components, the bandhas, engaging the different bandhas, engaging, chanting the japa inside of you, and especially the visualization. For each of these asanas, consciously visualizing yourself as as different things in those certain asanas. All of these different components is what helps you consciously design your body. The whole benefit of the asana, and these 12 different components is what helps you consciously design your body and experience that breakthrough in the Nithyananda Yoga. So now there are 3 different sequences I'll be explaining. The first is the Prathama Vinyasa Krama. Prathama in Sanskrit means first. So the first sequence is the Prathama Vinyasa Krama, which is a sequence of 108 different asanas. This is like the beginner's level, the starting beginner's level, where you will all be doing a set of 108 different asanas, which each asana, progressively becomes more complicated. You will see how each of the asanas, you'll be working on different aspects, different parts. You'll be able to, like in the Prathama Vinyasa Krama, there are certain sequences where you work on certain parts of your body. You'll be able to experience, you'll be focusing on certain aspects. Then is the Dvitiya Vinyasa Krama. The Dvitiya Vinyasa Krama is the second sequence, which is a sequence of 308 asanas. So in this sequence of 308 asanas, you'll see how you'll have more complicated asanas with different visualizations, with different bandhas. All these asanas will be focusing on different aspects. So, and the last is the Tritiya Vinyasa Krama. This is the third sequence, which is a sequence of 508 asanas. So throughout, as the days go, as we keep doing yoga every day, each day we're going to be focusing on different sequence of these asanas, moving from the Prathama Vinyasa Krama to the Dvitiya Vinyasa Krama to the Tritiya Vinyasa Krama. And overall, we're going to be doing 508 different asanas, which all of you are going to be experiencing. And you'll see how each of the asanas, the difficulty level will start increasing as you keep doing. But the sequence is so beautifully designed in a way that all the asanas which you're doing will prepare you to do these. If there's any complicated asana, all the previous asanas will prepare your whole body, will stretch, relax, and prepare the whole body to be able to perform that asana, and afterwards also relax from those asanas. So the whole sequence is so beautifully designed and compiled together by Swamiji himself. Swamiji himself has compiled and brought together this whole Nithyananda Yoga to give us all that ultimate experience, which all of us are going to be experiencing. So each day, the first day we'll be starting off our day with the Nithyananda Yoga at 4:30. At 4 o'clock in the morning, we'll be starting with the Nithyananda Yoga. And all of you are also going to be experiencing different aspects of the yoga, like the pole yoga, where you're going to be performing yoga on a pole, on a wooden pole, and the rope yoga, performing yoga on a rope. And you're going to be learning about all of this and seeing how you can directly experience a breakthrough. Physically, you can experience that breakthrough through the Nithyananda Yoga.
Nithyanandam. Actually, today was only an introduction to the yoga. You're all going to be having daily almost, actually not 4 hours of yoga. Because here you're all going to be doing the Shiva Stambha yoga and Kundalini Raju as well. KAILASA Thiruvannamalai இருக்கிற எல்லா பார்ட்டிசிபென்ட்ஸுமே நல்லா கவனிங்க. Now, we are going to be concluding the yoga segment. PSS batch 11 participants, all the previous batch participants, we request all of you to finish your puja and you all can gather back, regroup back. We will be having a separate session for the PSS 11 participants. You all will be notified with the Zoom link where you all can join. For PSS 10 participants, all the PSS 12 participants, we request now, before we enter into the next session, we will be starting the next session at 7 a.m. Eastern Standard Time. So we want to give you all some time. We request all of you to fill. We are going to be projecting a bio form link. We request every one of you to fill. Please take this, a very important segment. So we request everybody that is part of PSS batch 12, even PSS batch 11, many of you are staying back for batch 12. We request all of you also to take a few moments. Please fill the bio form. We will now be projecting the link. We request all of you to please fill the form. திருவண்ணாமலையில் இருக்கிற எல்லாருமே நல்லா கேளுங்க, எல்லா பார்ட்டிசிபென்ட்ஸுமே. இப்போ நம்ம எல்லாருமே யோகா, இது வந்து ஒரு அறிமுகம் செஷன் தான். இதுக்கப்புறம் நம்ம வந்து நம்மளுக்கு இன்னைக்கு த்ரூ அவுட் த டே we are going to be having glimpses and we are going to be having various different sessions. ஸோ இப்போ ஃபர்ஸ்ட் நீங்க எல்லாருமே ஒரு ஃபியூ மினிட்ஸ் உங்க ஃபோன், உங்க லேப்டாப் எடுத்துட்டு வந்து நாங்க ஒரு ஃபார்மை ப்ரொஜெக்ட் பண்ண போறோம். நீங்க எல்லாருமே அந்த ஃபார்மை தயவு செஞ்சு ஃபில் பண்ணுங்க. அது வந்து உங்களை பத்தி நீங்களே ஒரு டீடைல் பயோ கொடுத்துக்க போற ஃபார்ம். ஸோ நீங்க எல்லாருமே இதை ஃபில் பண்ணுங்க. அது ரொம்ப முக்கியமான ஃபார்ம். We request you all to please bring your phones, your devices, and we request you all to please fill the form right now. And all the PSS batch 11 participants, you all can get changed and finish the puja also. And you all can regroup back. Once you finish the puja, you all can complete the puja. And you all can, if you can do, if you already have the manual, and you can do it. If not, we will also be sharing the YouTube live link where you can watch and follow along. We request you all to please finish the puja and you all can regroup back by 7:40 a.m. Eastern Standard Time. All the participants, PSS participants, you all can come back by 7:40 a.m. Eastern Standard Time. And PSS batch 12, please stay here. All the PSS current batch participants, please stay here. Please settle down. We will be projecting the form. Please fill the link. Once you fill the form, then you can go get changed and come back. Please do not leave the hall yet. We request you all to please take a few minutes to fill out the form. எல்லாருமே இப்போ உட்காந்துருங்க. நாங்க ஃபார்ம் ப்ரொஜெக்ட் பண்ண போறோம். அந்த ஃபார்ம் நீங்க எல்லாருமே ஃபில் பண்ணலாம். And all the viewers that joined us on YouTube today was, I know, a little different way of the yoga we had for the day 1, introducing to the participants. We'll be continuing the Charya Pada tomorrow. We thank you all for joining with us. Nithyanandam. All the PSS batch 12